Gani ambacho ukielewi? Chukua mabegi yako, ondoka kwenu.
Baba, hapa ndo nimefika. Tena kwa taarifa usiyojua, mimi ni mjamzito. In short, na mimba yako.
Hawa. Hivi mwanamke ananitafutia nini mimi? Anataka kunipa kesi. Kuba baba, wewe. Karibu.
Vibrant, forward-looking gathering and strengthen your party's revolutionary spirit and chart a bold path for Tanzania's future. Commitment to the ideals of justice, equality, and progress that define our shared history. SWAPO stands in solidarity with CCM. SWAPO is CCM and CCM is SWAPO. Celebrating your achievements and wishing you success in all our endeavors. As we celebrate your National Congress, let us strengthen our bilateral relations to foster socio-economic development and empower our people, especially the youth. By deepening cooperation, sharing knowledge, and investing in the aspiration of our young people, we can build a prosperous, inclusive society that honors the sacrifices of our liberation struggle heroes and heroines. Let us unite in creating opportunities for economic growth and empowerment, ensuring the next generation carries forward the torch of progress and unity. In conclusion, dear Comrade President, let this Congress be a powerful reminder of the enduring bonds of camaraderie and the unyielding spirit of liberation that continue to unite our peoples. We wish you a successful and resounding victory for the upcoming elections. Viva CCM, viva! Viva the spirit of international solidarity, viva! A luta y a victoria! Thank you very much.
Asante sana SWAPO. Na sasa nimwalike mwakilishi kutoka chama cha Frelimo Msumbiji, Mozambique, Frelimo. Ni wakina mama toka tumeanza.
CCM oye! Mama Samia oye! Frelimo oye! Thank you very much. I will speak in Portuguese. Camarada Samia Suluhu Hassan, presidente do Chama Pinduzi e presidente da República Unida da Tanzânia. Camarada Hussein Mwinyi, vice-presidente do CCM Zanzibar e presidente de Zanzibar. Camarada Stefano Wasira, vice-presidente do CCM. Camarada Emmanuel Chimbi, secretário-geral do CCM. Caros camaradas, membros do Comitê Central do CCM, ilustres delegados e convidados, camaradas. É com elevada honra e profundo sentimento de irmandade e fraternidade revolucionária que a delegação do Partido Frelimo se junta a este momento marcante da vida política do glorioso Chama Pinduzi, da realização do seu Congresso Nacional Ordinário. Em nome do camarada Daniel Francisco Chapo, presidente da Frelimo e presidente da República de Moçambique, e de todos os membros e simpatizantes do nosso partido, endereçamos calorosas e solidárias saudações aos dirigentes, militantes e simpatizantes do CCM, bem como ao povo irmão da República Unida da Tanzânia. A nossa história comum é marcada por uma profunda aliança forjada no fogo da luta de libertação nacional e cimentada pela partilha de ideias como autodeterminação, justiça social, unidade nacional e soberania dos nossos povos. Estes laços, nascidos no seio da luta comum, amadurecem ao longo das décadas e tornaram-se um símbolo exemplar da irmandade entre partidos que partilham não apenas fronteiras geográficas, mas, sobretudo, valores, princípios e aspirações. O congresso que ora se realiza constitui não só uma oportunidade estratégica para reafirmar o compromisso do CCM com o progresso e bem-estar do povo tanzaniano, como também um momento de renovação da nossa mútua vontade de trabalhar pelo lado a lado. A Frelimo enaltece o vosso percurso e reitera a determinação em aprofundar as relações de cooperação, solidariedade e intercâmbio político com o CCM, com vista ao fortalecimento institucional e à sustentabilidade dos nossos partidos. Num mundo em constante transformação, é imperioso que os nossos partidos estejam unidos, vigilantes e cada vez mais preparados para enfrentar os desafios comuns do desenvolvimento da nossa estabilidade e justiça social. Reafirmamos o nosso compromisso em manter uma colaboração estreita nos fóruns regionais e internacionais, promovendo sinergias estratégicas que asseguram a prossecução dos ideais que nos unem e a capacidade de continuar a servir os nossos povos com lealdade, eficácia e visão do futuro. Desejamos pleno êxito ao Congresso Nacional Ordinário do Chama Chama Pinduzi, que os seus resultados fortaleçam ainda mais a vossa liderança e revitalizem o vosso compromisso com a construção de uma Tanzânia cada vez mais próspera, junta e unida. This part I'm going to say in English, Madam President. This year, Mozambique completes 50 years of independence, and we would love to reiterate our invitation for CCM to be present in the celebrations. Viva Chama Chama Pinduzi! Viva Frelimo! Viva the friendship between Mozambique and Tanzania! Another 5 years for Mama Samia! Thank you very much.
Mwenyekiti, chama cha Frelimo kinayo furaha sana kushiriki tukio hili muhimu la mkutano mkuu, na kwa saa huu umeleta salamu za dhati kutoka kwa Rais wa Msumbiji na mwenyekiti wa chama cha Frelimo, ndugu Daniel Francisco Chako. Katika salamu zao kuelezea kwamba Tanzania na Msumbiji, CCM na Frelimo sio tu marafiki kwa sababu ya ukaribu wao wa mipaka, lakini kutokana na historia inayofanana iliyojaa mshikamano tangu harakati zilipata uhuru. Na pia chama cha Frelimo wameuelezea mkutano huu mkuu kama fursa muhimu ya kimkakati ya kuthibitisha na kuzidi kuisha dhamira ya dhati ya kuendelea kushirikiana, hasa katika kipindi hiki cha mabadiliko yanayovihitaji vyama vyetu kuwa makini na kuzidisha ushirikiano zaidi. Na chama cha Frelimo wameelezea utayari wao wa kuendelea kushirikiana katika majukwaa ya kikanda, lakini pia katika majukwaa ya kimataifa, lengo ikiwa ni kuendeleza mchango na historia ya viongozi walioasisi mataifa. Chama cha Frelimo kinatakia mafanikio mkutano huu mkuu, na kwamba matokeo yake yazidi kuzidisha uimara uongozi na kuifanya Tanzania yenye ustawi, haki na umoja. Asante.
Tunakushukuru sana kwa tafsiri kwa ufupi na kuweka maneno ambayo kwa ufupi ameweza kuyazungumza. Na sasa nimpe nafasi mwakilishi wa ZANU-PF kutoka Zimbabwe. ZANU-PF, karibu sana.
Nyinyi ni maadui zenu.
Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan. Viva, viva CCM. Viva, viva President Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Viva ZANU-PF. Your Excellency, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Chairperson of Chama cha Mapinduzi, Secretary General of Chama cha Mapinduzi, former President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Comrade Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, esteemed Central Committee members, National Executive Committee members of Chama cha Mapinduzi, honored guests, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. It is indeed my singular honor to humbly stand before you, representing His Excellency, the President and First Secretary of ZANU-PF, Comrade Dr. Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, and the people of Zimbabwe. His Excellency, President Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, conveys his revolutionary greetings to you, Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, and indeed, on behalf of my delegation, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for the invitation to this significant National Congress, and in the same vein, express our appreciation for the warm hospitality extended to us since our arrival. Your Excellency, you serenaded us on the train from Dar es Salaam to this venue. We were indeed well looked after. We enjoyed the scenery. We saw the revolution. We saw the future. We saw development. Your Excellency, it is pertinent to note that the relationship between Zimbabwe and Tanzania is rooted in a deep-seated history of solidarity and cooperation, forged through our shared struggles for liberation and our commitment to the principles of African unity and self-determination. Indeed, we must become masters of our own destination. Honorable President, Zimbabwe shall forever remain indebted for the sacrifice that the founding father, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, and the revolutionary people of Tanzania rendered towards the liberation of Zimbabwe and other southern African countries, and indeed beyond. Your Excellency, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, your leadership has been instrumental in guiding Tanzania towards economic freedom. Indeed, a lesson for Africa. Your vision and commitment to the well-being of your people are evident in the progress that your country has made under your stewardship. We in ZANU-PF, we in Zimbabwe, have been inspired by your leadership and the strides that Tanzania has taken under your guidance. Your Excellency, we are alive to the fact that the United Republic of Tanzania is scheduled to go for general elections on the 29 October 2025. ZANU-PF, Zimbabwe, is confident that the Chama cha Mapinduzi, the People's Party, will register a landslide victory. Your Excellency, Chama cha Mapinduzi is the oasis of revolutionary liberation knowledge. In that regard, we are here, we are seeing, we are listening, we are learning. And as for Zimbabwe, we are also preparing for our own National Congress in 2027. And His Excellency the President has asked us to convey that we would want to see Chama cha Mapinduzi present. Therefore, the music that we listen to, the way the structure of this center, named after former President Kikwete, how it is so well structured, these are valuable lessons that we are getting from your experiences. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, as you gather for this National Congress, we wish you to produce successful resolutions, productive, and indeed, that being successful deliberations. Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, oye! CCM, oye! President Emerson Dambuzo Munanga, oye! ZANU-PF, oye! Tanzania, oye! Zimbabwe, oye! Africa, oye! Asante sana.
Asante sana comrade. Asante, tumepokea salamu za ZANU-PF na tumepokea mwaliko kwenye Congress ya 2027. Waheshimiwa wajumbe, sasa ni zamu ya mwakilishi kutoka MPLA of Angola.
Sisi moye oye! Sorry, President, but this is not the voice of delegates of CCCM. Sisi moye oye! CCM moye! Thank you so much. Madam President, sorry, I'm an English speaker, but I would like to do my speech in Portuguese. That is my official language. Sua Excelência, camarada Samia Suluhu Hassan, presidente do Chama Mapinduzi e da República Unida da Tanzânia. Sua Excelência, camarada doutora Saina Ali Mwinyi, vice-presidente do CCM e presidente de Zanzibar. Sua Excelência, camarada Steven Wazira, vice-presidente do CCM. Camarada Emmanuel John Jimbi, secretário-geral do Chama Mapinduzi. Camaradas membros do Comitê Nacional Executivo do Chama Mapinduzi. Estimados convidados, caros delegados, minhas senhoras e meus senhores. Tenho a elevada honra, com imensa satisfação e alegria, de transmitir-vos as saudações do camarada presidente João Lourenço, dos militantes, amigos e simpatizantes do MPLA e do povo angolano, por ocasião da realização do Congresso Nacional do Chama Mapinduzi. Por isso, quero exprimir do alto desta tribuna os nossos profundos agradecimentos pelo honroso convite que nos foi formulado para participarmos do Congresso Nacional do Chama Mapinduzi, um evento de capital importância que faz parte do processo de preparação do partido para os desafios eleitorais que se avizinham. Camarada Presidente, estimados camaradas, os precursores da luta pela independência dos nossos países, Júlio Nyerere e Agostinho Neto, nos seus dias, imbuídos de patriotismo para o alcance do programa mínimo e máximo, faziam a luta com unidade, com disciplina e solidariedade. São esses e outros princípios fundamentais com que os atuais e as futuras gerações devem se esperar no contexto cada vez mais desafiador, que exige muita capacidade de resiliência, atividade e muita inteligência estratégica. O MPLA espera que os delegados ao presente Congresso juntem toda a sinergia na reafirmação da liderança do CCM, dos ideais, dos princípios e valores, não importa os desafios do contexto. O Chama Mapinduzi adapta-se habilmente às transformações dos tempos que correm, porque tem quadros e militantes capazes e, deste modo, garante vencer os desafios eleitorais que tem pela frente, e o povo será, sem sombra de dúvidas, a chave da vitória. Now I will do this part in English, if you don't mind, sorry. MPLA hopes that delegates to this Congress will combine all their energy to reaffirm the leadership of CCM, its ideals, principles and values, regardless of the challenge faced. Chama Mapinduzi skillfully adapts to the changing of the times because it has capable cadres and members, thus ensuring that it will overcome the electoral challenge ahead, and the people will without any doubt be the key to victory. Comrade President, delegates, MPLA held its 8th Extraordinary Congress in December 2024, during which is assessed the 50th year of party governance and outline views for the years ahead. The delegates strongly reaffirm their confidence in the leadership of Comrade President João Lourenço. It's worth nothing that since its 8th Ordinary Congress, MPLA has ensured gender parity, translated into 50% women and 50% men. In these bodies, especially in the Central Committee, as well as 35% of young representation. Camarada President, the most recent general elections in Angola took place in 2022 and were won by MPLA and its candidate, President João Lourenço. I do take this opportunity to express the MPLA willingness in strengthening. I conclude by wishing great success to these discussions and decisions of National Congress of CCM, with firm conviction that the party will emerge, and from this event more unity, stronger and fully prepared to achieve a resounding victory in the upcoming general elections. Long life MPLA! Long life CCM! Sisi moye! Sisi moye! A luta e a vitória! Thank you.
Ndugu mwenyekiti wa CCM, ndugu viongozi, wageni waalikwa, chama cha MPLA kimeleta salamu kutoka kwa Rais João Lourenço, wa rais wa Angola, pamoja na salamu kutoka kwa viongozi na wanachama wa chama cha MPLA na watu wa Angola. Na katika maelezo yake ameelezea historia ya urafiki kati ya CCM na MPLA ambayo ilianzishwa na waasisi wa nchi zetu na vyama vyetu, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere na Agostinho Neto, ambao walifanya kazi kwa mshikamano, kwa nidhamu na umoja. Mambo haya ambayo ni muhimu sana yanayopaswa kuigwa na kizazi cha sasa. Na ameelezea uimara wa Chama cha Mapinduzi katika kubadilika na kukabiliana na nyakati mbalimbali hasa ngumu, kutokana na muundo wake, lakini pia kutokana na umahiri wa wanachama na viongozi wake. Na ni kwa kuendelea kuwa na tunu hizi za umoja na mshikamano kupitia muundo na umahiri wa wanachama na viongozi kwamba Chama cha Mapinduzi kinatarajiwa kushinda uchaguzi mkuu wa Oktoba mwaka 2025. Na akielezea pia kuhusu juhudi mbalimbali ambazo chama cha MPLA kinachukua kuhakikisha kinaleta usawa wa kijinsia, ameeleza jinsi ambavyo chama chao kimefikia usawa wa 50% kwa 50 kwa wajumbe wa kamati kuu, lakini pia akielezea ushiriki wa vijana katika ngazi mbalimbali za chama za kitaifa kwa 35%. Na mwisho ameutakia mkutano huu kila la heri na kwamba majadiliano yakawezeshe kutoka yalete matokeo yatakayosababisha ushindi kwa Chama cha Mapinduzi kwa uchaguzi wa Oktoba 2025. Asante.
Asante sana kwa tafsiri hiyo. Sasa tuendelee kusikiliza salamu kutoka vya marafiki, na nimwalike mwakilishi wa chama cha CPC kutoka China.
Oye CCM! Oye CPC! Your Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Chairperson of the CCM and the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency Stephen Vasila, Vice Chairman of CCM, Your Excellency Dr. Hossein Ali Muwini, Vice Chairman of CCM and President Zanzibar, Your Excellency Ambassador Dr. Emmanuel John Nchimbi, Secretary General of CCM, honorable representatives of friendly political parties, Your Excellency diplomatic envoys and representatives, dear comrades and friends, Habari Azasubui. It's a great honor to be invited to the Special National Congress of CCM. Please allow me to convey the sincere greetings and best wishes of over 99 million CPC members to our sister party, CCM, brothers and sisters. It is not my first time to attend the CCM National Congress. From where I stay to this conference center, I saw the green CCM flags flying in the wind, and the party logos could be found everywhere. Dodoma City has already become the sea of the green. In the conference hall, CCM delegates are full of energy and spirit. All this vividly demonstrates CCM's strong organizational and mobilization capacities and cohesions. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, over the past 5 years, historic and unprecedented achievements have already scored by CCM governments through the earnest implementation of the CCM Election Manifesto 2020 to 25. By emphasizing party building, CCM has already strengthened its ability to govern. Now the number of CCM members has already reached 13 million, which makes your CCM stands out among the political parties in the African continent. Tanzania continues to remain stable and enjoy a high reputation in Africa as the oasis of the peace. Bear in mind the people-centered development concept. The CCM government has vigorously promoted infrastructure construction and completed flagship projects such as Julius Nyerere hydropower projects, Standard Gauge Railway SGR, etc. Meanwhile, Tanzania business environment and people undertakings such as education and health and water has been consistently improved. In the diplomatic arena, under the great leadership of Dr. Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania government initiated several public goods for every continent and the world community, such as build a better tomorrow, agriculture experience, and clean cooking energy. Tanzania also contributed significantly to the African integration and peace process, has become an influencer in the regional and global affairs. In this morning, the new CCM Election Manifesto 2025 to 2030 will be unveiled. This will lay out a blueprint and a roadmap for Tanzania development in the upcoming 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, CPC and CCM enjoy a profound friendship. During the period of African liberation, we are fighters fought in the same trench. During the period of the post-independence economic and social development, we are the partner work together for win-win outcome. In the new era, we are the comrades who share the common ideals for modernization. Over the past 47 years since CPC established formal relations with the CCM, our great parties has enjoyed in-depth and close exchanges and cooperation, which has become an important contributor to an advantage of China-Tanzania relations. High-level exchange between our two great parties has maintained good momentum. CCM leaders have been invited to visit China, including Comrade Ambassador Dr. Nchimbi, Comrade Deputy Secretary General John Mwangaza, and Comrade Organizational Secretary Isa Gau, to name a few. And the CPC delegations has also come to Tanzania for a visit. All those has enhanced our mutual political trust. Capacity building and mutual learning of governance experience has been carried out. Each year, almost 200 political cadres and talent of various fields are invited to China for exchange on such topics as party capacity building, poverty alleviation, and youth development. We have supported each other on issues involving our core interests and major concerns. I would like to express my deep appreciation for CCM government on upholding One China principle and supporting China on such issues as human rights. China will continue to support Tanzania in fighting against foreign interference and safeguarding sovereignty, security, and development interests. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, China attaches great importance to the relations between our two great countries, stands ready to implement the consensus reached by our two great presidents, enrich party-to-party exchange, and improve our respective governance capacity as well as to benefit our two peoples, make a great achievements in China-Tanzania comprehensive strategic cooperation partnership, and jointly build an always China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. Finally, I congratulate heartfelt to this Congress a full great success. Viva CPC, viva! Viva CCM, viva! Viva China-Tanzania friendship! Aluta! Aluta! Asante sana.
Asante sana. Asante sana comrade. Kwa ufupi amezungumzia ushirikiano wetu baina ya Tanzania na China kabla na baada ya uhuru, jinsi tunavyoshirikiana kwenye serikali lakini pia kwenye chama, tunavyobadilishana uzoefu, ziara hasa kwenye chama, makomrade wanakuja na wakwetu wanakwenda kujifunza mambo mbalimbali ambayo yanatokea kwao. Na kwa kweli katika baadhi ya mambo tuliojifunza ndio yameleta mageuzi kwenye chama chetu hiki. Tunakwenda kujifunza, tunayafanyia kazi, yameleta mageuzi haya. Kwa hiyo tunashukuru sana. Baada ya kumsikiliza China, sasa twende tukasikilize kwa jirani zetu chama cha NRM kutoka Uganda. Uganda, karibu.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, Dr. Samia, permit me to save the program. I am here, indeed, as you mentioned, as jirani, the neighbor, what we consider it home than just jirani. Your Excellency, I stand here to bring solidarity message and good wishes from Uganda. I start by bringing greetings from our party chairman, His Excellency President Museveni, and the people of Uganda. They sent you greetings. Your Excellency and delegates, Uganda and Tanzania is joined by many ways than one. It's the land that our people dig and grow crops and live by. God Father gave us Lake Victoria, which our people drink daily, and they get fish from it, and we are happy. Furthermore, Your Excellency, the struggle of the people, which has been initiated by President Museveni, was born here in Tanzania. The literature, the philosophical understanding were read by President Museveni in Dar es Salaam University as a young student. He was particularly tutored by His Excellency Julius Nyerere. Last but not least, in this long list of our relationship, we, the people of Uganda, will not get tired. We shall not get shy by the fact that in 1978, when Uganda faced dictatorship under President Idi Amin, the sons of Tanzania put their boots on the ground to go and liberate us. And I'm glad to see that one of the sons who put the boots on the ground is here with us, His Excellency Kikwete. They dared the bombings by Amin, the artillery bombs, the mortars, the AK bullets. They walk on foot with others, unfortunately, falling down, but they didn't get tired until they went and liberated us in what we families call ukombozi. Therefore, NRM as a political party and CCM of Tanzania are engaged in a struggle which we think should crystallize for the betterment of the people of Tanzania and the people of Uganda. We don't struggle in vanity. We struggle for the betterment of our people. Therefore, we bring solidarity statement from Uganda. We bring good wishes from Uganda, and we are sure that even by a mere registration of 13.5 membership, you will win this victory. And therefore, after that victory, we are sure of a guardianship for our perpetual relationship. I thank you so much.
Asante sana Uganda, asante sana majirani. Tuendelee kukipu jirani mzuri na undugu actually, so jirani peke yake. Sasa tuwasikilize kutoka Cuba, PCC kutoka Cuba. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania and Chairperson of the Chama Cha Mapinduzi. Your Excellency, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, President of Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council. Honorable Stephen Wasira, Vice Chairman of CCM. Honorable Dr. Emmanuel Mchimbi, Secretary General of CCM, all protocol observed. Good morning. Habari asubuhi. Your Excellency, I have a privilege today of standing here in front of you in representation of the Cuban delegation. On behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Cuba, particularly on behalf of the Communist Party of Cuba, I would like to express our profound gratitude to you, Excellency, for the invitation to Cuban Communist Party to participate in this momentous event for the CCM and for the Tanzanian people in general. I have the honor and privilege to represent my government in this important Congress as head of the delegation of the Communist Party of Cuba. I have also the honor of convey very warm greetings to you, Excellency, and through you to the government and people of Tanzania from His Excellency Mr. Miguel Díaz Bermúdez, President of the Republic of Cuba and First Secretary of the Central Committee of the Cuban Communist Party. Your Excellency President, Cuba is very proud of the historical relation with Tanzania and the link of brotherhood between Cuban Communist Party and CCM. Bilateral relations between Cuba and Tanzania have been characterized by sincere friendship cemented by the brotherhood that existed between the historic leader of our nation, Fidel Castro Ruz, and Julius Nyerere. Throughout more than 60 years, both people and government have maintained close relations, collaboration, and mutual support in both bilateral and international affairs. On this special occasion, I wish to take the opportunity to reiterate the willingness of the Cuban government and Cuban Communist Party to deepen the ties of friendship, solidarity, and collaboration with Tanzania and with CCM in all areas of mutual interest. On behalf of PCC, I wish to express our sincere appreciation to you for your leadership and for the undeniable progress achieved by the Tanzanian people thanks to your dedication and leadership, Excellency. We recognize also your role in maintaining the peace that has been always characterized Tanzania, and at the same time, the achieving of important advances in the development of this beautiful country. I would like also to congratulate you, Excellency, and all officials and members of CCM for the good organization and success of this historic Congress. We also wish more success and prosperity in the future to Tanzanian government and people, and in particular to CCM officials and members. We are sure that the implementation of the new manifesto will also be successful for you. Your Excellency, I cannot conclude my remarks without expressing our deepest gratitude to you, to the Tanzanian government and the leadership of CCM for the historic and permanent support to Cuban and international demands for the lifting of the unjust economic, financial, and commercial blockade imposed by the government of the United States of America to my people that has lasted more than 60 years and is the principal obstacle for the development of the Cuban economy. We also thank your support to international claim for removing of Cuba from the illegal and unilateral list of the U.S. Department about countries that are supposed to be sponsors of terrorism. On behalf of the Cuban government and people, I thank you, Excellency.
Thank you very much. Thank you, representative from Cuba. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you again for the unique opportunity of witness this important event, and thank you all very much for your kindly attention. CCM, oye! Oye! PCC, oye! Oye! Cuba, Tanzania, oye! Oye!
oye!
Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Asante sana, asante sana. Na sasa baada ya kusikia kutoka Cuba, tumualike mwakilishi kutoka CPRF Urusi.
CCM oye! CCM oye! CCM oye! Asante sana. Jambo ndugu delegates. Mimi nasema Kiswahili. Kidogo kidogo. So let me continue in English. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to convey to this great political event the best wishes from the Communist Party of the Russian Federation, from millions of members and supporters of the Russian Communist Party. Our parties established relations more than 60 years ago, and it was a relationship based on the common values of fighting against apartheid and colonialism in Southern Africa. We know of the great role played by Tanzania in support of this noble struggle. Thousands of political refugees from Zimbabwe, South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia, Angola came to Tanzania and found their home here. But for you to know, many of these people traveled from Dar es Salaam to the north, but not to the north of Tanzania. They went to the very north, to the extreme north, which was Moscow. And they received military and civilian training in our country to help them to fight colonialism and apartheid. Our officers were fighting in the same trenches with MPLA, Frelimo, ANC, and SWAPO combatants. Your victories were our victories. Your successes are our successes. Now the forces of apartheid and colonialism have been defeated in Southern Africa. But the former colonial powers didn't stop at that. They did not recognize the defeat. I clearly remember the warning made by the President, Comrade Samia Suluhu Hassan at the Frelimo Congress in Maputo 3 years ago. She warned that former national liberation movements under attack in Southern Africa. And it was supported, this idea was supported by the President of Zimbabwe, Comrade Mnangagwa. And the recent developments in Southern Africa, the attempts by the hostile powers to topple progressive governments during the elections in Mozambique, South Africa, and Namibia are clear evidence that they are still trying. But the people of South Africa, Mozambique, and Namibia defeated these attempts. And your victory at the forthcoming elections is not going to be only your victory. It will be a major contribution to peace and stability in Southern Africa in general. Russia is facing the same onslaught as you people here. It's facing attack by the same forces and for the same reasons. After the destruction of the Soviet Union, our Western so-called partners tried to convert Russia into a semi-colony. They wanted us to sell them cheap oil and gas and to make us buy at exorbitant prices their manufactured goods. In the process, they wanted to destroy our manufacturing as a whole. But they failed. We insisted on our political and technological sovereignty. Now they want to punish us. What's happening now in Ukraine is not a struggle between the brother people of Ukraine and Russia. We are brother people. What the former colonial powers are doing, they're implying the same concept of divide and rule. Or the recent example in South Africa is black-on-black violence adopted by the apartheid regime to stop the liberation struggle. This is the same thing. And we're extremely grateful for our African brothers for understanding this reality and for refusing to join all sorts of anti-Russian schemes. We're equally grateful to our great neighbors, People's Republic of China and North Korea, for understanding and supporting us. Comrades, I came first to Tanzania in 1979. It was 45 years ago. I was young and handsome. I'm no longer young, but probably still handsome, although I'm not very sure. I find a different Tanzania. I mean, it's a shock of a lifetime. You know how much progress has been achieved during these years. And when we are speaking about the confidence of winning in the election, I know the secret. Because the ruling party, Chama Cha Mapinduzi, is clearly understanding and reflecting the genuine interests of the people and the aspirations of the people, and is working hard to make these aspirations live. Yesterday, we've seen a very impressive picture of the achievements of our country in all sorts of social and economic life. Housing and road construction, health, education, everywhere there is tremendous progress, and we're seeing that, and we're grateful and happy for that. You make us truly happy because your friendship with you is a long-standing thing, and your success is our success. I rate it again. You know. As a result of that, Tanzania has become a very respected member of the international community. I've been recently at the inauguration ceremony of new president of Namibia, Comrade Netumbo Nandi Naitwa. And you should have seen the respect at that meeting displayed by the other heads of states and government to your president, Comrade Samia Suluhu Hassan. Of course, she was #1 guest. It was so obvious. And I must say, you know, we are facing a situation when Women's League is being produced, you know, in the governments of Southern Africa. And we support that. In Russia, we are not doing much in this direction. We must follow your example. I take that message back. Your example is very important for us as well. And your Congress is another very important step in making your country, your people, very prosperous. Tanzania is not in the news these days. And this is a positive thing, because the Western media always picks up all sorts of crises, floods, coup d'etat, hunger, poverty, etc. There is nothing in Tanzania. There is nothing for them to report. Tanzania is the most stable country in Africa. And we congratulate you for that. The Communist Party of the Russian Federation has always been, for all these 60 years, your true friend. It's not only myself coming back to Africa, but Russia is also coming back to Africa. And there is a saying in Russia that an old friend is better than 2 new ones. So we are old friends and we are coming back. We wish you all success in your very important deliberations. CCM oye! CCM oye! CCM oye! Asante sana! Thank you.
Asante sana, comrade. You are grown up and you are still handsome. Tunashukuru sana kwa salamu hizo za upendo kwa Tanzania. Na sasa nimwalike jirani CNDD-FDD wa Burundi. Samahani, Burundi samahani. Rwanda wanawahi ndege.